Today we're going to be discussing a citation that the Illinois Department of Public Health issued to Sunset Rehab Nursing Home in Canton after a resident there had to be hospitalized with seizures and hypoglycemia after receiving medications that were intended for another resident. My name is Barry Doyle. I'm a lawyer in Skokie, practicing nursing home abuse and neglect work throughout the state of Illinois. I'm also the author of Built to Fail, a free report available for download from my website, which spells out how the nursing home business model inevitably produces unnecessary injuries and deaths for nursing home residents. One of the basic tasks of a nurse in a nursing home setting is to pass medications to residents. In order to be done safely, 5 checks have to be made. These are commonly known as the 5 rights. The 5 rights are: is this the right resident? Is this the right medication? Is this the right dose? Is this the right time? And is this the right route? In other words, is this a pill medication given by liquid or injection or what have you? On the day of this incident, the nurse went to go pass medications to the resident whose care was at issue. When she got to the resident's room, she found that the resident was in bed. This is a resident who was known to be a choking risk, and because she was a choking risk, she couldn't receive the medications in bed. So the nurse instructed the CNAs to get the resident out of bed so that the medication pass could be done. By the time that the aides got the resident out of bed and brought her to the nurse's station, there were a number of other residents around the nurse's station all looking to get their medications. In the process of preparing this resident's medication, she got some pudding out and intended to put this resident's medications into the pudding cup to help the resident swallow the medications. The problem was that she actually placed a different resident's medications into the pudding cup. She gave that to the resident swallowed the pudding and the medications. Now, the medications that were intended to be given to the other resident included 2 separate diabetes medications and 2 antipsychotic medications. The nurse, to her credit, recognized that an error had occurred right after it occurred, and she notified the administration of the nursing home as well as the resident's doctor. The instructions that were given by the doctor were to monitor the resident for lethargy and to perform blood sugar testing on her to determine what effect the diabetes medications had on her. Within a couple of hours of the medication error, the resident began to demonstrate significant lethargy. The nurse notified the doctor ordered the resident sent to the hospital. The resident ultimately ended up being admitted to the hospital into the intensive care unit, dealing with the effects of hypoglycemia, in other words, low blood sugar from having received the other resident's diabetes medications. She also experienced a couple of seizures while she was in the hospital as well. This is something that is a highly preventable medication error. Had the 5 checks been made to determine that whether or not this is the right medication for the right resident, this is an error which would have been prevented and really never should have occurred, but for the fact that the nurse was distracted while making the medication pass, and as a result, a very preventable error occurred. I hope you found this interesting. If you have any questions regarding this or any other nursing home abuse and neglect issue, please feel free to reach out to us. Our number is 312-263-1080, or we can be reached on the internet at www.accidentlawillinois.com. Thanks for watching.